Hello South Africa, my name is Ndumiso Majola. I'm from MBChB area, which is situated at Gandla here in KZN. My former principal is Dr. Mahaye, who is now working at the Department of KZN Education. I'm an alumni of Velangai Comprehensive High School, and that's where I obtained my matric. Uh, I think the good thing that contributed to the good results that I got in my matric include what my principal said. It's a three-legged structure in order for a student to succeed very well in his or her academics, which include the student, the teachers, and also the parents. All these people have to work together in order for a student to get good results. So the parents has to support the student psychologically, emotionally, and morally. And also, the student himself or herself has to give him some good effort in order to get good results. He has to set some time apart, make sure that he is available and show a good effort wherever possible. Uh, Also, the teachers themselves, my teachers were working very hard, making sure that we get the good quality results. They were even giving some extra classes, which were given after hours and also on weekends. And that made us to be able to finish our syllabus in 6 months. And by June, we were done with our syllabus. And from July up until we wrote our exams, we were revising and also doing some previous papers, making sure that we are well informed or having the picture of the exams and all those things. And also some of the things that were helpful in making sure that I get the good results is what we called Umgongo. Umgongo was a program whereby students will come to school on weekends from Friday up until Sunday, and then the teachers will come there and teach us. And also we also have some small groups of students whereby some of the students who were well understanding some other subjects were teaching those subjects and also making sure that everyone is on the same level of understanding as others. And that reinforced or enforced the kind of education that we had and made us to be the best that we can be. Also, some of the things that were very fundamental and important in making sure that we get the good results is what we called the top 20. Top 20 was when us as students will be competing for the good marks, and the top 5 will get some certificates. I think that's pushed us. It was a positive competition for us in order for us to get some good results, because in that way we were able to make sure that at least we get some picture of how the other students are doing, and we make sure that we push to get the best that we can get. Also, our principal was organized something which was called career guidance. That thing was very helpful and made us to be aware of the kind of requirements that we need in order to do each and every career that we wanted to do. And also they were also uh, made us aware that uh, in order for us to be able to complete our studies, because some of us are coming from poor backgrounds and everything. So in career guidance, there were people who were telling us about the bursaries that are there, the funding that are there, and NSFAS. Also, the support that was given to us, especially by our principal, is very tremendous. There's a time whereby we were able to apply for university. Our principal made it his responsibility to go and get some CAO forms for us, and also gives us other forms of application, and they helped us to apply there. And that was very good for us because some of us were not having access to internet, and also were not well informed of how to apply. So that made us to have some targets when we have been given such information of applications and also the careers that are there and the requirements that are there. There's also something that was very helpful to us, that helped us, whereby the matric students will come at 6 a.m. up until 3:30 p.m. And then we'll also come back at 6 p.m. up until 11 p.m. It was compulsory for matriculants to do that in order for them to get good results. And you'll find that even the teachers themselves, they will come even afternoon and give us some extra classes and give us some guidance, revise with us, and also help us wherever we find some difficulties in our subjects. For now, I'm a student at University of KwaZulu-Natal in Medical School campus, and I'm studying towards a Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery. Uh, the teachers who were very key in making sure that I get the good results. Well, firstly, I would say that from primary level up until high school level at Manyala, Zungeni Primary School, and then my lower classes in Velangai Comprehensive High School, I think I got the kind of a very quality support from the teachers. But from matric level, the teachers that I think I remember who contributed very well in my studies are my class teacher, Mr. Ntuli, who was teaching me isiZulu, and also my maths teacher, Mem Mahaye. Mem Mahaye transformed me from a student who was a mediocre in mathematics to a top student in mathematics. I remember in grade 10, there was a time whereby I got 40% in mathematics. But in matric, I was able to get some better results than before, and she made me believe in myself, and then I even became a tutor in grade 12. You can see the kind of transformation that happened in my life at that time. Okay. And then also I'd like to also acknowledge my physical science teacher, Mr. Long. That guy gave good effort to us and also encouraged us to work very hard. Also my life science teacher, Mr. Gazo, he played a very good role in us and played even a father figure role. Also, I'll never forget my principal. He was there for us psychologically and giving us all the support that we can need. I remember also he will even organize some motivational talks for us, especially grade 12, just to prepare our minds to be the great we can be. And those are the things that were very helpful in my journey as a student. So the two things that I think were outstanding in my journey as a student, and I think that can keep everyone in his or her life even uh, after matric, and also in just general in life. First, it's what is found in Proverbs 6 verse 6. My former principal, Dr. N.E. Mahaye, quoted a verse where they say that learn from the ant, you sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. In that paragraph, they talk about an ant working in time and doing a very hard work, making sure that when time for harvest comes, he or she harvest the best she can harvest. So second thing that I think also was outstanding and keeps me as a motivation in life is what my principal quoted from our late apartheid activist, Steve Biko, where he said that it is better to die for an idea that will live than to live with an idea that will die. I think that one talks about the sacrifice, that when you have chosen something or when you have identified what you want to be in life, you have to sacrifice all you have and be able to scoop whatever result you can scoop out of it and get the best you can get. And that's all I can say to you, South Africans, and I believe that it can push you to be the best you can be. Thank you very much.